Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Are you planning to study in Australia? If so, please listen to this video. Once upon a time, at a large mountainside, there was an eagle nest with 4 large eggs inside. One day, a mild earthquake rocked the mountain, causing the eggs to roll down into a chicken farm located in the valley below. The hens instinctively joined together to protect the eagle eggs, treating it as one of their own. And after some time, the eagle eggs hatched and a beautiful eagle egg was born. The mother hens raised the eagle egg to be a chicken. And the eagle loved his home and the family, but his spirit was crying out for something else. One day he looked up the skies above and he saw some eagles flying out there. And he said to himself, "Oh, I wish I could fly like those birds." And the other chickens laughed at him and said, "You are a chicken, you cannot fly like those birds." And whenever this eagle started sharing his dream and he was told it could not be done, eventually he started believing it to be true. And after some days, he stopped dreaming and started to continue to live his life as a chicken. This is not just the story of a chicken and an eagle. It's the story of many international students. They join the chicken group and then think like a chicken. When you're planning to study in Australia, you approach your friends or family who have been in Australia for seeking advice on various matters such as accommodation, finding universities, and finding part-time jobs. They share the information based on their knowledge and experience. It doesn't mean that you need to follow their footsteps. Unfortunately, most international students follow the crowd and then by sabotaging their skills and talents. And they remain like a chicken, at least for some time. I'm not saying that you should not follow the crowd, but before following the crowd, just think what unique skills you have and how you can nurture them to make your career in it. Today, that's what I'm going to do in this video. I would like to pull out your skills by sharing these two stories of two international students who have come here and made their way and became an inspiration to many international students. These two articles were published in one of the national newspapers in Australia. Radhika Shah, a student who came to Australia to study a degree in web designing. Before she came to Australia, she acquired some skills in web designing and also had a strong dream to study in Australia. One day, she went to this education fair and met a representative from one of the colleges of Australia. And she spoke to him about her skills and knowledge. And guess what? She was offered a job before she arrived in Australia. Later she came to Australia. She finished her studies while doing part-time jobs in many corporate organizations. And after completing her studies, she even set up her own web designing studio. And she happily says in this article that she was able to get her investment back in just 4 months of her starting business. How good is that? Rashi Yadav, another international student who came to study engineering and management degree. She loves dancing and she's very good at that. She learned various forms of dances such as like contemporary, jazz and Bharatanatyam. And when she came here, pole dancing caught her interest. And she started working as a pole dancer. Keeping the judgments apart, she's happy with what she's doing. And she developed a lot of skills. And she was also saying that she performed this dance show with many other professionals at a festival. And she even pulled the confidence to start her own podcast. Let's be rational. When you interpret these two stories, what you find? Well, I found two things. They were proactive and they learned the skills when they were in their country. Why didn't you consider doing the same? Because why I'm stressing to develop new skills or nurture your existing skills when you are in your country? Because you may not find time to develop a new skill here because you might be busy in understanding the culture and environment of Australia, and also busy in your full-time study because the curriculum may be different to what you have studied in your country. And when you look deeper, what advantage Radhika and Rashi got by working in their own field? And maybe for some people they might call these two students were lucky to get the job in their interest, but I don't call it as a luck. I call this as hard work with smartness, because they have gained those skills and proved themselves that they are the best for those roles. See, Radhika's part-time experience really helped her to gain more corporate jobs, and after that a confidence to set up her own business. And Rashi's, she developed many other skills while she's studying, such as like networking skills with other professionals, and also podcasting skills that she can podcast and interview people. See, these all extra skills goes on their resume and add value to their resumes, and I'm pretty sure they would be they, they would occupy the top list of wherever they apply or whatever they apply for. Let's look at, or let me help you how you can develop your skills, new skills, or nurture your existing skills. Like Radhika, you can develop web designing skills and work part-time, because the reason I'm telling is you may have similar interest or similar skills which may fetch you a good part-time income or full-time income when you are in Australia. So think how you can make your skills put into practice so that it helps you in the long run. You can also do something like Rashi. You can develop a new skill of dance if you are interested, if you have a craze for dance. Develop something like that. Because why I'm saying this is my daughter goes to a traditional dance class and we have to pay her $25 per 1 hour class. And another interesting skill you can learn is tutoring. You can tutor on subjects like mathematics or English, and that may fetch you good money too, because in Australia we pay $35 per hour for a home tutor for our elder daughter, and she's just in primary school. So think how you can develop new skills, and there are many other skills as well that you can think of, like photography, artwork, selling through Etsy.com, or cooking, baking, and writing. I really love and encourage you to develop writing skill, because this has got many other advantages, that you can write for blogs of your interest which you can get paid very nice amount, and also you can help co-students in writing their assignments for a fee, and also it helps in their future in the long run wherever you go, because it helps you to express your thoughts and ideas clearly and concisely. Just think what skills you can develop. If you ask me what skills I have developed, I say data entry skills. These really help me to sustain in my job as a contractor and an international student during recession time as well, because I was able to process double the quantity than an average full-time employee does. For example, if they are processing about 20 records a day and I was able to process 50 records a day, so that helped me to sustain in that job for longer time. Just think, if you have a particular skill and you don't know how to monetize it or how to look for a job in that area, please let me know in comments. I can help you out. And if you have a skill that you have used to find your part-time job, please share it in the comments so that you can join the group of Rashi and Radhika, because they have inspired many international students, and I believe you too. Thank you.